Just some wood chopper. Stopwatch is on. 50 minutes total. About 10 minutes warm up and drill. Open the spine, a little bit of breath, moving. Turn away, a bit more twist. Keep your hips stable so you get more twist. Swap sides. Exhale as you return. Turn away a bit more. Keep both feet down. Okay, into the band. Come over the top when you're ready. Okay, get some resistance on. Out wide. Just holding, feel the stretch. Thumbs just below shoulders. Feel that stretch through the shoulders, through the chest. And just up and down. Small motion. Feel that stretch move. And over the top. Feel the stretch again. And in and out. Keep those fingers over the top of the wrist and elbow as you would swimming. Shoulder blades back a little. Okay, come on down. Okay, reverse flies. So knuckles leading and just sweeping. Pretty much until the band hits the elbows or under the arms. Keep going. Knuckles lead. For this one, I have the band, yellow band wrapped around the front of my knuckles. And release. Okay, internal rotation, just one at a time. Really get that swing motion where the elbow's locked and let the resistance take you all the way back. Keep going. And have a swap. All right. Warming up a little bit. Let's start with the straight arm, neutral pelvis. Just those serratus punches, drawing the shoulders forward, right, left. So the yellow band is wrapped behind the thumb. Take the movement just a little lower. Draw the shoulders down. And just take the bands wider. Feel a little bit of resistance. Now we're just adding some punching, so moving the elbows in and out. Thumbs finishing just on the outside of the shoulders. Still warming up, a couple more minutes. All right, let's go. Open up again, all the way to the front. Squeeze at the back, slight bend in the elbows. Long, tall posture. Okay, turning around and same movement pattern. Knuckles to the back. Okay, you're less resistance on this one. Let's go. Squeeze. And same motion over the top. Really punch those knuckles back at peak resistance. For this one, a little wider. Keep the shoulders open. Harder than it looks. Okay, release. And knuckles back and just lower this time. Let's go. So, start. Thumbs about to hit at the back of the stroke. Squeeze those shoulders down. Draw the lat down. Okay, we're ready to go. Get into main step. Whoopsie, a bit tangled. Okay, just to begin, we'll get some standing going. Okay, straight for now, so vertical position, feel the stretch on the bands, and from here, take the grip out wider, and just looking for that high elbow. You'll feel it through the shoulders. Keep going, and then just take your torso a little more towards the floor. High elbow, lock that elbow, fingers towards the floor. Okay, release. Full strokes. So bent legs, bending over a little bit for this one. Let's go. Just warming up. Keep that elbow high as you set the elbow before you take the stroke. And it's the same as swimming. That's the thought process. Elbow high. Keep it close to the surface of the water. Then drive the fingers down to the bottom of the pool. Then press back behind through to the thigh. Thumb touches thigh as a sensory awareness. Ensure you got length rather than tapping out at the hip. Okay, and stop. Let's go for some repeats a little quicker. 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So E4, let's go. If you can't pick up the speed, just release the resistance a little bit. Keep going. And rest. Full rest for this, it's only 10 seconds. Two, one, go. Same speed. Tuck the chin. And rest. Let's pick up the speed again. This time, just 15 seconds, 20 seconds on, 10 off. 2, 1, go. Little faster. And rest. We're warming up now. And away. Go. Just for 20. Rest. And away. And rest. 2, 1, go. And rest. And 20. And rest. Keep it going. 2, 1, go. And rest. 2 more. And away. And rest. Final one here. Same speed. Work the elbow. Keep it high. And rest. Okay, just before we start the next round, we're just going to do the reverse flies here. Starting low, pressing the knuckles towards the back. This one's fingers towards the floor. Still slightly wide, not quite next right on your thigh. And then out to the side. Just balancing up the swim stroke here. Get some of the opposing muscles, stabilizing muscles doing some work. Switching on. And over the top, same. Okay, in a moment, we're going to move on to 10 seconds on, hard, 5 seconds off. Let's get straight into it. 10 seconds, full strokes. Get the speed up and rest. Short, explosive. And go. and rest. Again, keep the speed. And rest. And go. Stop. We have 1 more minute. And go. And rest. And again. And rest. And go. And rest. 1 more. Speed. And rest. Okay, good work.
I couldn't verify your voice, so I can't answer queries using your work address. Give it another try or check the voice match settings in the Google Home app.
Hey Google, stop. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go face pulls. So from here, elbows, and let's go. Before we head onto the floor, we'll just work a few isolation pieces. Keep going. Punch those thumbs back. If you can't get your thumbs around knuckles, try keep the elbows stable and really drive the chest up towards the sky. Try keep the shoulders down. Keep going, nearly there. Should feel a burn through the back of the shoulders.
You're right.
Yep. Okay, good work. Holding the yellow cord again. Knuckles to the back. And just coming into that W, you're going to have to take a bit of resistance off from here. And we're going to squeeze to the sky and back down, holding a single line. So draw the shoulder blades down. Slow control. So remember, try and hold a single vertical line from top to bottom. Drive the elbows towards the body, all the way to the top and back down. It's very tiring. Keep going. Really feel that squeeze at the top. So just hold there for a second, thumbs touch, and back down, elbows to side. Pull on the bands at the top. Back down. And down. Keep going. Okay, really good posture exercise for all of us that are doing a lot of sitting through the day. All right, let's get onto the floor. It's enough standing. Okay, full strokes. Starting in 20 seconds. And let's get a little bit of time going. So we're going to go 90 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And remember that stroke pattern. So you've got the vertical circles and then the horizontal circles, which are coming around. Let's go. Bring those elbows down. Just get the stroke pattern right first, and then just add a bit of speed. It's similar to swimming. The way we catch and hold water. Always going back to length of stroke when you're dropping off intensity. Work back form and skill set. Keep going. Circles. Okay, and rest. We're looking for a slower stroke pattern, so take the bands out a little further. We're still looking for a full stroke, but just slower with more resistance. We're going to start in 15 seconds. So remember, dropping those elbows above the head, pressing all the way, and then back around in those circles. 2, 1, 90 seconds. Make sure your bands have more resistance. Full stroke, big circles. So I guess you can compare it to swimming with big hand paddles. And mentioning that hand paddles are really good for catch work, holding water, driving off the correct place through the shoulders while you're doing pool swimming. When you finish paddles, you always feel like you have a stronger, higher catch, unless you lose form. 30 seconds to go. Extend right to the thigh, all the way. Let those elbows follow the floor, and then sweep press. Okay, and resting, sort of. So just keeping the tension above thumbs matching eyes, and then just drive those elbows down, touch the floor, tap for 3 and back up. At the top, tap for 3. Back down, tap the elbows to the floor, 3, thumbs 3. Ready to start the stroke, and again, 90 seconds, full, long. Really working that stroke pattern. Looking for a very close replication of the pool stroke. If you're a bit comfortable, just add more resistance. Should feel a little bit of forearm burn here. Again, something that happens with hand paddles. Checking those elbows are following the floor and punching the fingers through to the thigh. Big strokes. Drop that chin, tuck. Flatten the spine. Easier to flatten the spine with the feet, the knees up. Okay, and over the top again, static. And tap for 3. Fingers matching elbow and to the top. Press on the bands, thumb touch 3. 3 back to the floor. Keep going. Top, bottom. Okay, full strokes again, 90 seconds. Keep it going. Same speed, even. Watch those elbows. Should feel a stretch through the lat at the top of the catch. Remember, add resistance to the band rather than speed. So just slide your body further away if this is super easy. Really good skill work. Big swims. Okay, resting. Just have a rest for this one. Feel that stretch on the band. Start in 5 seconds. Let's just pick up the speed a little bit. Okay. Keep the same skill set. Takes a little more focus. It's like a low E4 with hand paddles on for swimming equivalent. High E3 touching E4, I guess. It's a bit of work. Make sure those elbows are dropping well above the chin line. High catch. Okay, so for the rest, just drop the elbows above the head. Feel the squeeze through the shoulder blades. And from here, you won't get much movement, but just try and pump the fingers like a snap drill in swimming over the top of the elbow. Shoulders down, chest high, chin tucked. You feel a little bit of burn there. Try to keep the elbows around shoulder height. Feel that burn? That's okay. Okay. Whoa, that's hard. Have a rest. Okay. And we're back on. Let's go. Full strokes. Complete that stroke right to the thigh. Don't get lazy on the finish. If you're drawing the elbows up high enough, you're really going to feel it through the lat there. That stretch on every stroke. Almost looking for that stretch. If you come out with tired lats, it's a good indication you're working the right muscle groups for swimming. Okay, and have a rest. Whew. So we're going to get into some single arm work, longer repeats. We start in about 40 seconds. So the reason we're doing single arm repeats is so you've got more length on the strokes. You can really draw that shoulder up above the head and reach out on the side waist there, getting full length in your stroke and then snapping all the way down. So we're going to do full 1 minute repeats on each side. You'll find you'll get more power with just single arm and a little more control. Start on right arm in 10 seconds. Make sure your hip is drawing away. Maybe a good idea to have the same side leg down as you would in freestyle, as if in that kick length position. Okay, keep it going. Got a minute on each. Ooh. Big strokes, long. Keep going. Okay, having a swap. Set position, drop the leg on the same side as the stroking arm. Remembering stroke length times stroke rate equals velocity or speed. So a long stroke is a vital piece of that puzzle to fast swimming. And of course, you've got all the other pieces of streamlining and drag. From body drag to water drag coming off the hips, or even in your body position in the water. Okay, and swap again. Let's go. Get that same leg down to straight. Pick up the speed if you're comfortable. So the biggest thing we're trying to move through in swimming is the drag of water. It's much more dense than wind on a bike. So the faster you go, the heavier it gets. Very hard to pick up speed in large chunks. That's why streamlining is important. Hips aren't dropped. Tight kick. And swapping, leg down. So we're talking about drag and swimming because pools are opening again. It's time to start thinking about what you're doing in the water. Pressing the T, or pressing on the chest, the floaty bit. That'll bring the hips up, and that'll improve your streamline in the water. 6-beat or 2-beat kick, 4-beat, doesn't matter as long as there's a little crossover of the feet. Pull boy helps that. Stick your pull boy if you're getting a crossover kick. That'll straighten your body out. And swap again. Keep it going. Long strokes. Breath pattern is also important, breathing in the pocket, under the shoulder, as the water flows. One goggle out of the water for each breath. Lose your streamline if 2 goggles are out of the water. Ready to swap. 2, 1, swap. Big strokes. Elbow follows the floor. Nearly done here. Good way to get form back in check when you're into the pool again. Get that front snorkel going. Just allows you to focus on stroke rather than combining the breath. Little bit of hand paddles. Get that catch going. Pull boy, long streamline, tight kick. Okay, and rest. So we have 4 minutes of double arm starting in 50 seconds. And that's all the way to the end. With the final minute, I'm going to see if you can pick it up a little bit. If you can't, that's okay. a long one to finish. So remember, when you are getting back in the pool for your first swims back, focus on skill set rather than speed. Worry about that later. Higher the skill, the better ceiling for performance later. Okay, let's go. All the way. Try maintain. Find something you can hold. Just for interest, a lot of elite swimmers breathe every 3 on their E2 and E3 level swimming up to tempo, and they'll swap between 2 and 3 and even 1 on threshold, bigger range of breath pattern. Faster you go, the longer the lever, so you're pressing fingers towards the bottom of the pool deeper. Stroke rate does increase as speed increases, but you just got to ensure it's not compromising the skill set of high elbow, thumb reaching thigh, streamline, breathing in the pocket. If you're losing form in the water for early swims, stick the fins on and get your skill set back. Slow things down, regain control. Put your metronome on for low stroke counts. You can buy them online from Amazon. They're made by Finis, double NIS. Really good tool, really good. About $60. Set the stroke counter for beeping lower than your average. That'll set up a really good length and streamline. Okay, let's go pick it up. Let's go. Drop the elbows towards the floor, to the thigh. Ten seconds. Okay, nice work.